Hi there everybody, it's Tracy with Steel Thistle Artistry again, and I am going to see if I can find the best way to salvage some stuff that I bought thinking I could use it when I first started out, and it turned out I couldn't. So I've got this paper. It was a larger size, and it was Right in the Rain is what they called it, and it was waterproof paper, so I thought I could use it. Well, it holds on to ink. It doesn't let it move around at all. And then I bought some oversized, even larger photo paper, glossy photo paper, everyday glossy photo paper, really big size. I was so excited for it. It does not work. So I got Kilz, and I tried the aerosol, and it worked okay on a couple of surfaces. But it was really rough. So I'm going to try Kilz with putting it on with a paintbrush, and then also a polyurethane coating, and see if either of these two will make the ink flow like I want to. So first off, I'm going to start with the Right in the Rain, and I'm going to try both the marker and a little bit of ink, and then let them dry and see if it'll let me move them after they dry. So first I'm going to do just a little bit of this really dark cobalt green from Brie Reese. It's pretty opaque, so I imagine it's going to pigment the surface pretty hard if it's going to hold on to it. We'll see if I can move it around, of course, like a paintbrush. And then a marker. Just testing in the corner here, and this is the Right in the Rain with the polyurethane. I'm going to give it a dry. And then I'm going to see if it'll let me pick it up. Not really, no. Doggone it. So this was just 2 coats of polyurethane. Maybe I should try 3. Alright, next up the photo paper. Alright, here's the photo paper, also coated with the polyurethane on this one. Again, put down green, move it around a little bit with the brush. And let's see, I should probably zoom this in a little bit so you guys can see a little bit better. There, that's a little bit better. And again, with the marker. Again, I'll dry it. Make sure it's good and dry. And I'll try to lift it with my paintbrush dipped in alcohol. Alright, so just polyurethane varnish works okay for the inks. It does leave a shadow behind though, which is kind of what Yupo paper does for me here. It does not move the marker at all, however. So partial success. Alright, here is the Kilz painted Right in the Rain. And see if I have any better luck with the Kilz. And all of these were just, well, 1 coat with the Kilz and then 2 coats with the polyurethane spray. So perhaps I'm not doing enough coats for the sprays, but we'll see. That moves a lot nicer. Alright, same thing again. How does it move? Does it move? By golly. It does a pretty good job. I think there's a little bit of bleed through there. There's kind of a shadow, so it doesn't go all the way back like freezer paper does, and the graphics does, but that's respectable. I could work with that. Alright, and this is the Kilz painted photo paper, oversized glossy photo paper. play with this a little bit more because I'm thinking this might actually work, I hope. The other paper was an indication. Moving around okay. Now we'll let it move for the alcohol. Come up. Again, comes up, but it leaves a shadow. So if you're not the kind of person that is going to change your mind and erase, this probably, just one coat of Kilz would probably do the trick. Because it's just a really faint shadow there. So it's not too bad, but I don't know if it's worth the effort of coating all of these surfaces when freezer paper works so much better. I don't know. I'll have to come up with a couple more sprays and give those a try. So I wrangled up a couple more things to try. I coated this one with the Krylon primer and paint in one. I'll put links to what I'm using just to give this a little more thorough of a test, because I kind of don't want to make everything here go to waste. I bought all these papers for alcohol inks and they weren't working. That really didn't soak in at all. That's promising. Oh, doggone it. Spoke too soon. This is that same paint and primer colormaster, but on the photo paper instead of the Right in the Rain paper. That moves really beautifully, actually. I like that. Please cooperate. Okay, so the inks come up real well, but the markers do not. And that's the photo paper. The last one I've got is, well, the last spray I've got is the UV varnish, UV protectant varnish from Krylon. And I've got it on hand anyway for a top coat, so figured I'd give it a shot since it's here. Okay, so somewhat maybe ish. I don't know. That one might be worth doing another coat on it because it's kind of splotchy, like where the spray didn't get down all the way into the paper. And here is photo paper with that same UV protectant spray, roughly the same amount put on it as with the other paper. Wish I can see it texturing in there. Doggone it. Okay, so it looks like I just need to cover down a little bit better with that UV protectant. Huh, okay, another coat. And since another coat looks like it might work for a couple of them, I might as well. I took and did the original papers that I had done. This one was the one with the Kilz, and I did another coat on them, just to see if it fares any better. So this one came up fairly well with just the one coat that I had on there, so I can hope, right? Okay-ish. This Right in the Rain paper just really wants to hold on to that ink. I think I'm going to be pretty much a bust on that. I'd have to spend a lot of time coating it to keep it safe, I think. Photo paper with another coat of the Kilz. And just so you guys can see the difference with, you know, same time, same materials, that sort of thing. This is the graphics craft plastic, and this is freezer paper underneath it here. Just to see why, well, you know, what I'm comparing it to, what I'm looking for. Oh, I didn't even add any alcohol to this. Oops. It's been a long day. No, you can't have that. I have a little helper destroying everything at the moment. Okay, and then when I decide, okay, I want to change something on the graphics craft plastic, comes right up. No problem. Marker, ink, it doesn't matter. It's coming up. Paper towel is dirty now from all the other ones I've done, but I mean, I can take that back to white pretty easy. Freezer paper, same story. You can take it back to white. Now the downside of freezer paper is how thin it is, so you can actually go through it. If you saturate it, and if you're one that likes to use a lot of ink all at once or a lot of alcohol at once, probably freezer paper isn't a good choice for you because it can soak through and it will saturate. The graphics craft plastic is awesome, but see, it's just 12 by 12 squares, whereas this is 18 inches wide, and then as long as I want it to be for freezer paper, which is why it's my go-to. That and the fact that I put down a little bit of ink at a time, and I build up. I used to be a graphite artist, so building up and adding a little bits at a time instead of going straight to black is just, you know, the habit, the way I approach things. So I don't put a ton down at one time. So freezer paper works great for me. So if you've got that kind of style, freezer paper is awesome. But anyway, so that's the comparison. looking at the others, you know, I think the UV spray worked the best, and then like a tie between the Krylon Colormax primer and primer and paint spray paint, the white, and the Kilz. Those three worked pretty good. The poly varnish does not work at all. So this stuff, great for wood. Don't use it for alcohol inks as a base. I'd imagine it's going to be even worse as a top. They just don't work well together. But anyway, I hope this helps people. Thank you for watching.